Hey everybody, Bruce Gumbrelli here. I'm going to give a quick demonstration of installing an HH pickguard into a loaded Stratocaster. So you got a loaded pickguard here. I just made this the other night. Getting ready to do, I did a play demo on it and I tweaked the cap on it to give me just the sound I was looking for. So I'm going to put it back in and test it. Anyway, this is my test Stratocaster. It's got an HSH setup, which I love because then I can test any configuration. And it's pretty easy to install pickguards, really. You do need a soldering iron that's, gets hot enough. And all you really got to do, so when I set up my pickguards, I set them up so they've got a green for ground now. That's the way I do it now. They used to be black. The black is and the red are for the jack. And if you look at the jack here, you can see black, red going to the jack. These are disconnected right now. The red goes to the tip, and the black goes to the ring. And the way you can figure that out, I pull this up a little bit, is that if you follow the lug and look where it connects, and the part that comes up, that's the tip. Okay, so that's the easy way to figure that out. So you just solder those together now, and you have 3 wires coming from the bod, or more coming from the bod. Depends on how people do this, but there's usually, with the upper scale models, they'll have a painted cavity with a lug in it. And also you always have a wire that goes through the body and it connects to the claw in the back, the claw. And you need that or you're going to get hung. So that has to be there. If it's not there, put it there. And that's simple, just a couple screws. Yeah, and so that's pretty much it. Just solder these up. There's plenty of lead length here, so you can leave it and just tuck it in. The other thing to think about is when you put these guys in is tuck all these wires in on this side, because sometimes there's bass tamers and things like that. And I tend to put things around it to hold them together. And the other thing is make sure components don't stick up into here, because if you look at the body, what you're going to see is another gotcha. See how it's this distance of depth, and then it goes nice and deep for the controls. But this section right here, you got something sticking there, and you won't be able to get the pickguard in there, and you'll get frustrated. What's holding it up? You'll think it's a wire or something. But so I folded the treble bleed back, which I often do. So to put it in, it's pretty easy. The HH is a little trickier than the other ones in that you have to kind of get the humbucker in there. And I'll show you what I mean in a minute. So my test harness guitar has got locking tuners, because it's easy for me to do the strings, and I'm always breaking the E strings because it doesn't take much torquing back and forth before it breaks. Okay, so I tend to go in neck first. So I kind of slide it in, and this is a lot easier if you don't have strings, but and so this just ducks right down under. Now usually with a humbucker, that drops in pretty easy. And I push my fingers in here to make sure all the wires are down, but you'll see the bucker's not. So what you do is you push the bucker on this side, and it'll kind of make it scoot in there in the pocket. And not all buckers are the same size. They're pretty close. This is cut super close. And that's it. Put in the screws and you're ready to rock. There's different screw patterns. Don't panic if this hole is over here, because you just drill another hole in here and you're good to go. And this one will be covered if that screw was in a different spot. So it really doesn't matter if it's 8 or 11. You can adjust to it, and you won't see the difference until you take the pickguard off. That is it. Quick and fast, huh? I'll talk to you later. Have a good one.